All right, welcome to the stream. We got a cool game to discuss today. Without a further ado, this is a shout out to Goofyfoot who recommended this game. Game ported by Raster. Tell me this doesn't bring back memories. Definitely a game I remember playing in 1999 and 2000 for sure. Is Quake 3 Arena. Just a fantastic first-person shooter. You got Sarge taking a last stand. This is actually Dreamcast footage you're watching. This is all captured from a real Dreamcast. Sarge reminds me of Cable. Cable was so popular in the 90s from the X-Men comics. Of course, he's in Marvel vs. Capcom too. Yeah, this trailer, I forgot how good it was when I fired up my Dreamcast to play this. This is how the game starts, and I was like, yeah, that's kind of cinematic. You know, you gotta remember, this is a long time ago. We're talking the year 2000, 1999. Hey Ralphie, welcome to the stream. This is Papa Brad, and today we're taking a look at Quake 3 Arena for the Dreamcast. Quake 3 Arena is a 1999 multiplayer-focused first-person shooter developed by id Software. This is the third installment in the Quake series. Arena is basically a multiplayer game. It's a single player versus computer-controlled bots, or you can play live versus other online players. Welcome to the stream. And Quake 3 to me was always more of a live thing. But I'm here to check it out on the Dreamcast. Shout out to Goofyfoot who asked for this Dreamcast review. One of the main things about this game is it has a pretty minimalist design. You're basically, everything in this game is either kill or be killed. The game was popular because, for the most part, this game is fun and engaging. It's very fast-paced. A lot of reviewers, at the time when this game came out, they liked the crisp graphics and the focus on multiplayer action. Quake 3 Arena does not have a plot-based single-player campaign. Basically, it's you versus the computer-controlled players known as bots. The story and plot of the game is pretty simple. The greatest warriors of all time fight for the amusement of a race called the Vadrigar and the Arena Eternal. The introduction video shows the abduction of a warrior, Sarge, who's making his last stand. In Quake 3, you have to be the first to make it to 10 on most of them. Most of them are like deathmatch type maps. In 1999, this was revolutionary. Now it's pretty much standard issue. The weapons are balanced. They have a bunch of different kinds of weapons. Quake 3 Arena features several characters from previous Quake games, including Bitterman and Ranger character from Quake. What character did you like playing as? id Software's game Doom. The id co-founder and former technical director John Carmack has stated that Quake 3 Arena is the favorite game he has worked on. The Dreamcast version of Quake 3 Arena was ported by Raster Productions to Sega. This game was first announced on January 29th, 2000, and it was released on October 23rd, 2000. The Dreamcast version of Quake 3 features 4-player cross-platform play between Dreamcast and PC players. It's often considered one of the best PC to console ports of its time, thanks to this game having a smooth frame rate and online play. This game can still be played today, and there are people currently playing Dreamcast online, playing Quake 3. This game scores really well in Metacritic. Let's see here. The Metacritic version aggregate score for this game is 92%. Pretty strong. The similarity to PC is very good for the Dreamcast, especially when you use the mouse. Reviews for the game in general were positive, many describing the game as fast and addictive. In my opinion of this game, it holds up pretty well. I'm using the Dreamcast controller to play the game, and as someone who played this a ton on the PC back in the day, I find not using a keyboard and mouse to me is really difficult. Also, it's worth noting that the Dreamcast was before the PlayStation dual stick analog controls. So I think for the technology it has using the Dreamcast controller, it does pretty well. But I can tell you, when I play this on a PC, I am just deadly with my shots, mainly due to the mouse aiming. Now, I have heard that there is a keyboard and mouse that you can get for the Dreamcast and play this. I'm gonna go stop by my local game shop and see if I can pick up either a mouse or a keyboard to give this a shot and see if it's any easier. As the game gets more challenging, I think I'm going to have a hard time with using the Dreamcast controller. Although I'm sure back in the day, a lot of people adapted to using the Dreamcast controller. So for me, I'd probably rate the controls in this game about a maybe 7. The graphics look pretty nice. I mean, back in the day, you know, I'm a nerd, so I had a really high-end PC at the time when this came out, which would have really annihilated the graphics even on the Dreamcast. But for a home console at the time, I'm sure this was really good.
It's pretty dope.
What do you think? Did you play this on the PC or did you play this on the Dreamcast, or did you play it on both? Always have been a huge fan of id Software. I would love to see a game like Doom, something that doesn't require the up-down control, the mouse controls, to be ported to the iArcade with multiplayer. That would be fire, because Doom with multiplayer is still a lot of fun. And I think it would translate into an arcade format. Okay, on the next enemy, the next match, I'm going to definitely lose because it's going to get too hard. I'll be checking back with you. Hopefully I scored something at the game store.
Almost wins.
Okay, I am back, and look at what I found. An official Dreamcast mouse. How cool is that? It did not have the keyboard, but they did have the mouse. So I'm using the Dreamcast analog stick to move. I'm using the mouse to aim. It's a great improvement. I mean, who remembers a ball mouse? I mean, I haven't seen one of these probably since the 2000s. And of course now I am Papa Brad. I made a little skeleton for myself. There's a close-up of the mouse and controller setup I'm using. He's catching up. Come on, get him. Yeah, definitely I think the way to play this would be with the keyboard and the mouse. If you can score one that works with the Dreamcast. There's also a Typing the Dead game that looks fun that you can play with the keyboard. So I think I am going to try to get a keyboard eventually. Yeah, fun game. The mouse greatly improves your accuracy though as far as aiming. So what do I think of this game? I think it's really fun. It's a good game. It's really an achievement probably when it came out. Oh no! Don't let him win. Of course today, you know, we are spoiled. We have so many first-person shooters to choose from. But, you know, they're going back to the origins. I mean, this is it's a fun retro game. Check it out. Oh, dang. Oh, I was so close.
Too bad, too sad of you.
I'm going to lead you out with some awesome photos I discovered while I was researching Quake 3 on the Dreamcast. If you like Dreamcast content or home arcade content, consider subscribing to Papa Brad's Gaming. And don't forget, hit that thumbs up button while you're at it. If you have a Dreamcast game you would like to have me check out and play, leave it in the comments section of this video. I always check my comments. Thank you so much for watching. This is Papa Brad, reminding you to always stay legit and get lots of frags. This has been my review of Quake 3 on the Dreamcast. Great game. Pick it up. Give it a try if you have a Dreamcast or through emulation.